Hello. Today I'm going to be trying to find a label for my gender. Because in case you didn't know, I go by all pronouns. I go by he, she, they, but I've never really used an exact label for it. So that's what we're trying to look for today. Labels. Ooh, I hate them sometimes. Yeah, that's gonna be really interesting. Okay, can I just say for a minute, there's like hair everywhere in this little bag, and hair's just going in my eye, so that's gonna hurt a lot. But and it does. Um, but yeah, so let's see. What am I? Gender fluid, demi girl, demi boy, non-binary. Like what's going on up here? Trans man. We're going to start off with the Google definition of gender fluid, so let me put this in real quick. Gender fluidity refers to change over time in a person's gender expression or gender identity, or both. That change might be an expression but not identity, or an identity but not expression, or both expression and identity might change together. So like mine doesn't change really, it's just like all of them. Really, yeah, I just use all of them. So, I guess time for let me think. Demi or demi-gender. Okay, so demi-gender. Okay, demi-girl. That's not what I was asking, but I'll still read it, I guess. Demi-girl, a gender identity term for someone who was assigned female at birth but does not fully identify with being a woman, socially or mentally. Now, I think this definition isn't entirely correct because you can be a trans demi-girl, like somebody who was born male but transitioned to female. And they still use she, they pronouns. I think that's the correct definition. Correct me if I'm wrong, please. Yeah, any demi girls in the comments, you can just like tell me if that's wrong. Now it is time for demi boy. So demi boy. Alright. Demi male, demi boy, demi man, demi guy, etc. A noun. An identity that describes someone who identifies with both male and agender genders. They do not necessarily identify with both equally, but always identify with both and only male and agender. There's a gender wiki? Hold up, wait a minute. Okay, so now that we're down here, we're gonna try some of these, because there's a lot of these. Okay, we're gonna try bigender first. Bigender is a gender identity which can be literally translated as two genders or double gender. Bigender people experience exactly two gender identities, either simultaneously or varying between the two. Okay, this sounds a lot like me so far, except I don't use only two, I use all of them. These two gender identities are usually male and female, but bigender can also include non-binary identities. Okay, this is a lot, so pause if you want to read. I'm going to scroll down now. Pause if you want to read again. Okay. Just pause if you want to read again. Alright. I just realized that my entire thing wasn't unpaused there, so I gotta read this again. Gender fay or gender del or gender fill is a form of gender fluidity that does not encompass male-aligned miospec genders or anything similar. Gender fay individuals tend to not feel many genders unless said gender happens to also be woman-aligned too, like as your girl, for example. Gender fay is under the gender fay umbrella. I didn't know that gender fay was a thing, and I'm glad I know now. Let me see. Okay, so like I'm running out of space in my phone real quick, so I'm just gonna like do my little thing where I Google what that gender is. What gender is using all pronouns? Okay. While the majority of people may use she, her, or he, him, we cannot always tell by looking at someone. Pronouns commonly have gendered association. However, anyone of any gender can use any pronouns that fit them. Everyone has pronouns. But what is the pronouns? What or not the pronouns? What is? Oh my God. Okay, Quora saved me. I like using the term all gender when I'm referring to my pronouns. I usually pause if you want to read. Okay. Good to know. No need to worry about your gender identity in that case, because nobody will want to have That's kind of rude. So yeah, I guess I'll just go by this. Wait, this right here. So yeah, okay, bye. Thank you all so much for watching. Make sure you drink water. I had to do this video. You don't. Quick disclaimer: you don't need a label for anything. Not your sexuality, your gender, your religion, none of that shit. Okay. Let me just say that. I'm using that label now because people get mad when I don't give them labels. So, and with that, my guys, gals, non-binary pals, and all in between, I will be off.